Hi, my name is Julia Hale,
And I'm Tim Braun.
and we are so thrilled to be a part of Shades of Green this year, coming to you from Kansas City with some serious Irish connections. We wanted to say thank you to the embassy in DC and the Austin consulate for inviting us and for continuing to share the arts.
So there's a popular Irish band here in Kansas City called the Elders. I've gotten to go on tour in Ireland a handful of times with them. We actually share a member in Cian Byrne, the drummer of Hilux. So here's one of our originals. This one's called Don't Blame Me.
I never cared for love. I never cared for holding hands. I never cared for cheek to cheek. And I never scared between the sheets. So much time chasing happiness, never finding bliss. So when the end begins, don't blame me. Na 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 na. Don't blame me. Na 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 na. Games I learned to play. All those days and nights that slipped away. Those promises I never made to lovers who were too afraid. So much time chasing happiness, never finding bliss. So when the end begins, don't blame me. Na 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 na. Don't blame me. Na 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 na. So much time chasing happiness, never finding bliss. So when the end begins, don't blame me. Na 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 na. Don't blame me. Na 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 na. Don't blame me. Na 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 na. Don't blame me. Kansas City is actually home to a very rich Irish community that celebrates every year.
That's right, we host one of the largest Irish festivals in the country. My mom actually sits on the board of the KC Irish Fest, and when she heard that we were performing something for Shades of Green, she insisted that we do this song. So for Mom and for everybody else, here's The Eternal Kansas City by Van Morrison.
Excuse me, do you know the way to Kansas City? Excuse me, do you know the way to Kansas City? Excuse me, do you know the way to Kansas City? Excuse me, do you know the way to Kansas City? Train down to St. Louis in Missouri. Right over there, you know the one where the farmer's daughter digs the farmer's son. Dig that Charlie Barker, Basie and Young, Witherspoon and John McGath, they'll be around. Excuse me, do you know the way to Kansas City? Excuse me, do you know the way to Kansas City? Excuse me, do you know the way to Kansas City? Excuse me, do you know the way to Kansas City? Lady Liberty in waiting, oh, she'll show you the way. Her name is Billy, she's a holiday, and the city is eternal. Can't you feel it? Feel it inside. You know the way to Kansas City. 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 So a lot of the people he mentioned in that song are Kansas City heavy hitters, musicians that are respected the world over. And one of them that he mentioned was Billie Holiday, who had a career in Kansas City playing with some of those great musicians that we've all heard of. And we wanted to do a song that she has recorded called Solitude. We thought it would be fitting just at the feeling around the world. People are stuck in their homes, they're looking for connection. So we wanted to give them a beautiful song about being in solitude. In my solitude, you taught me with memories of days gone by. In my solitude, you taught me with memories that never die. I sit in my chair filled with despair. There's no one could be so sad. With gloom everywhere, I sit and I stare. I know that I'll soon go mad. In my solitude, I'm praying, dear Lord above, send back my love. Dear Lord above, send back my love. Thank you again for inviting us to be a part of Shades of Green. I'm Julia Hale. This is Tim Braun. Good evening.